RTGs, otherwise known as radioisotope thermoelectric generators, so RTGs for short, are one of the greatest power sources in the game at the moment. They, in just two of them, can power an entire station alone, but they require some modification. On their own by default, they only produce 10 kilowatts of power. However, if you keep hitting an RTG several times to the point that you end up breaking it, you'll actually create what is known as a damaged RTG. After you break the RTG, it will become very obviously radioactive. It even has a green glow around it. And at this point, you need to either have radiation protection or put it in like a plasma room. So like on Sultern, for example, the AME room actually is already partially walled off with plasma glass. All you'd have to do at this point to make it safer is just put plasma windows here and you'll be totally fine. Now that the RTG is radioactive, we need to get radiation collectors. Any station that features a singularity generator will have 6 of these by default. However, just 6 of these and 1 RTG is normally not enough to power the entire station. If you're also running solars though, it's probably enough, or if you have like a weak TEG, that is definitely an option. However, Cargo can actually order radiation collectors for only $1,000 a piece, so even if you're on a station that doesn't feature any of these, you'd only need about 8 of them and 2 RTGs to guaranteed power the station forever. And obviously we need some plasma tanks and stuff, but engineering can get these pretty easily. They pretty much always have gas tank dispensers with plasma tanks in them, so it's very simple. Alright, so I have grabbed a radiation suit really quickly. And what you're going to need to proceed with this step is all you're going to need is a high voltage cables and crowbars. So if you find an electrical toolbox, you're more than good to go. So all you're really going to do is want to rip up the floor because we just need all the radioactive generators, including the RTG, to want to be on a high voltage wire. So you may even need to unanchor the RTG very quickly. And if you do it in the AME room, which I feel like that's probably just a good spot for it. It's out of the way. It's not going to radiate people too badly. This is more than competent enough for a setup. Basically, just stick high voltage wires on everything and then put the RTG back in the center. So now at this point, you either just go to Cargo and order the radiation collectors, or you take the 6 from the Singularity and order some more. Whatever you got to do, you really just have to monitor the power yourself. You can actually turn these on from a distance. So once you get them in place, it's not a ton of maintenance. But anyways, even in a small space like this, it's really simple. You could just kind of unanchor all of them and just kind of chain your way through them to refill them. It's really not a big deal wherever you build this. You can even turn them on when they're not anchored. So it's, again, just really simple. You just drag your way through, re-anchor the one behind you, drag your way through, re-anchor the one behind you, re-anchor. Very simple. Now, if we go and check our power monitor and console, actually, we could just check the SMESs directly. We can see we're gaining more than enough power for the whole station. Power monitor and console, yeah, we're producing 314 kilowatts of energy with the 2 RTGs. The one of them's not even on a HV cable, so we're losing a tiny bit of power from that. But yeah, we're producing a shit ton of power. So in order to get an RTG, the easiest way is from expeditions. RTGs are just general rewards from doing expeditions. However, caves and grasslands seem to be one of the best ways of getting RTGs. There are also specific salvage wrecks out there that have RTGs on them. So if you memorize those, like the pet hospital, for example, has an RTG. So if you memorize those, you can guarantee them even quicker. So for example, this is a grassland planet, and if you ever find this specific room, it will have 4 RTGs in it, which you only really need 2, so this room is double what you need for RTGs, so you can Fulton them back, drag them back, whatever you have to do. Also right here, you can see RTGs are actually a random loot spawn for expeditions as well, so you can technically find RTGs on any planet. But the Grasslands has a specific RTG room, and like I said, I think Caves also has a specific RTG room. So Grasslands, you have a chance of just getting the guaranteed room, or a okay chance of just finding one randomly. So you can maximize your chances of finding them however you wish. Other than that, that is really it. RTGs are really simple. It's probably the safest and most consistent power source in the game at the moment. Thank you for watching.